So today we're going to look at 5MD1, and that's convert among different size standard measurement units within a given measurement system and use conversions in solving multi-step problems. This will be the first time to introduce the topic to my students, so I want to make sure that I talk about some of the background knowledge of the metric and the U.S. customary system. They've been talking about the U.S. customary, but the metric system is new, so I want to make sure that I generate a lot of excitement about that, and so that they can later compare when we move further deeper. So I'm going to start my lesson. I'm going to be using a book today that I found that's a math literature book, and it's called Pastry School in Paris, An Adventure in Capacity. And before we talk about that book, before we start reading the book, I want to make sure that my students are aware of some of the vocabulary in the book that they may not be familiar with. So I just made a chart of those words, and of course you could have that posted in your room so they could be checking those out. And as you see, there's one, there's a French word since the book does take place in Paris. Voila. So, and I'm also going to provide the students with a converting measurement chart so that they can easily do this on their own. So what I'm doing is, since the book is based on a cooking school in Paris, I thought that it would be neat to do a cooking activity with my students, something they can do on their own, and it is a simple conversion task, but just so that they get in the habit of doing it, and so it's something simple and they feel some success before we start converting the harder units. So what I would make sure that I had was a measuring cup. You'll notice this one's in U.S. customary on one side, and it's in metric on the other, and I have some different size cups also here. Each unit's going to have a spoon, a bowl, the pudding packet, and then of course they're going to have some milk to make their pudding on their own. So each child's going to receive a recipe card, and they're going to be seeing their measurements in U.S. customary measurements. So they're going to have to be able to convert those to metric using the charts that are posted in order to complete the recipe. So, thank you.